Thomas Azoury, who's playing on our piano, beautiful sounds. And we also have Calandra, who's going to be playing guitar and sitar for you guys. So sending lots of love and good vibes to all of you guys. I'd love to get you to just come to a comfortable seat for just a moment. And we'll begin our class. Let's take a nice deep breath in, smooth inhale. Bringing the palms of the hands together. Open mouth as you exhale. Deep, smooth inhale. Opening the mouth to exhale. Today's class is dedicated to Saraswati. She's the goddess of music. She's the goddess of flow. And what I really love is the idea of when things are not going the way that they are planned, just as in case in point today, or other times in our life, we want to try to be like Bruce Lee says, be like water and flow with it. So it's a perfect honoring of Saraswati. She invites us to be graceful in all that we do. So let's begin. Let's start with a child's pose. Starting with your knees about hip distance apart. Great, let's walk the hands forward. Taking a nice deep, smooth breath in. Open mouth, exhale. The word swara means flow. So we'll take 5 to 5 breaths. Notice if the flow of the breath is moving evenly through both nostrils. Allowing it to flow into both sides of the lungs, filling up lots of space in the bottom of the lungs. We'll walk the hands over to the right side of the mat, so you can just crawl the hands over to the right, really opening up that whole left side of the lungs. Taking some deep full breaths. Coming back to center, we'll walk our hands over to the opposite side, which is a wonderful way on this solstice, the darkest night of the year here in Australia, to create some light, to open up, to bring a little crack of light into the shadowy areas. Coming back to center, keeping that length through both sides of the ribs. Let's take 2 more breaths, feeling the slow flow of breath like a river, meandering through the banks of the lungs, the lung tissue. We'll slowly begin to rise up to hands and knees. Taking 5 cat-cows, inhaling, the heart lifting, blossoming open through the throat, the neck, coiling in like we're turning back towards the seed of our center. To blossom, just as a seed is encoded with its intelligence to blossom into the tree or plant that it's meant to be, so too humans are programmed to expand into our full potential. And I love that our practice gives us an opportunity to turn inwards, to find that nourishment and open up new spaces, new places, new growth. Let's come back to center. Take the right arm up to the sky. Inhale, and you're rotating to the side. Full big breath in. Exhale, sweep the arm under for thread the needle. center. When you're ready, float the same arm up to the sky. Feel that stretch, that yawn of opening. And then exhale, release the hand back to the earth. Let's change sides. Left arm floats up high. Stretching, exploring. And then exhale, sweep the arm all the way under. Settling in, just observing here the breath. Breath flowing in. An unobstructed, smooth out breath. Relaxing your jaw. And breathe into those spaces in the back of the left rib cage. Again, like you're opening up the curtains, just a sliver first thing in the morning, bringing in a little fresh air and light. Let's come back to center. And if you have a couple of blocks, you're welcome to set them at the top of the mat. We're going to take a beautiful shoulder stretch. If you don't have blocks, you can just do this with your elbows on the floor. So elbows on your blocks or the floor, please, palms together. And we'll just back the knees up until you have a really nice stretch through the underside of the arms. Hips stack over the knees. Palms and hands come together into prayer. Let's take one more deep breath in. Good, let's walk the knees back in so you can come off the blocks if you use the blocks for your stretch. And let's make our way to our first downward facing dog. Doing a little bit of a sway with the hips, pedaling out your legs. Start to walk forward from downward facing dog. Walk forward to the top of the mat, taking our ragdoll pose. Feet hip distance apart, hand to opposite elbow. Allowing your conscious awareness to flow like a river down the spine. Imagine each one of your vertebrae of the spine is like a note on the piano. You're just walking the fingers of your mind down the spine. Release the hands. Slowly begin to rise up to stand. Press into the earth. Reach up, full big breath in. Hands to heart center, exhale. We remember our swada, the flow, and our goddess Saraswati as we do in our sun salutations. Release the hands. We'll take a nice easy flow to begin. Big breath in, the arms rise. Exhale, open the arms wide as you bow forward like you're opening those curtains. Slide the hands down the backs of the legs. Feeling your body and breath flow like water. Half lift, inhale, long spine. Stepping left foot back, pausing at the very end of that point. So you're in a lunge, the heart pulls forward, breath flows in. Straighten the front leg as the exhale empties, 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 forehead to shin. Bend the front knee, add an easy twist, right arm up to the sky so we yawn and open that right side. And then exhale, release the hand back down, stepping back into your plank pose. Stay for a full breath in. Drop the knees and start to slowly release down. It's a nice release of satisfaction bringing it all the way to the earth. Great, cobra pose, bhujangasana, or upward facing dog. Moving back to downward facing dog, we lift the hips and let your heels sink all the way to the earth. As the body settles, the mind settles. Start to lengthen the breath. Let's take the left foot and step the left foot forward between the heels. Again, we're going to stay on our fingertips for a little bit longer for that long expression. Take a deep breath in. And as we lift the hips, release the torso over your front thigh. Even out, let out a little sigh. Bend the front knee, add a twist, left arm floats up, big breath in, yawning, expanding, and then step to the top of the mat as you exhale, fold all the way forward. Let's rise up to stand again, reach up, press through the floor, body rises, the breath fills, and exhale, hands to heart center. One more time with that same sun A, reach the arms up. So we want to feel very nice and fluid today. Exhale, bow all the way forward. We want to lubricate all the joints in our body so we can feel better, breathe better, move better. Inhale, halfway lift. This time we're going to step the right foot back first. So the right foot steps all the way back. Again, we're on our fingertips, taking a deep breath in, collarbones expand, and then straighten the front leg, and again, like a river, we're flowing over that front thigh, letting the brain dissolve. Bend the front knee, twist, left arm floats up, expanding and opening the arms. Exhale, release the left hand down. Step it back, please, into plank. Take a full breath in here. Feel the strength of the legs all the way up to the belly. Extend through the crown. Drop the knees, and again, there's that as we start to lower smoothly and slowly. Cobra or upward dog. The shoulders drop back. We lift the heart. Back to downward facing. Hips rise. Heels and hands press down. This time the right foot steps forward, right up between your hands. Come onto your fingertips, get long from crown of head to the back foot. Exhale, straighten the front leg and exhale. Bend the front knee, add a twist. Nice, delicious opening of the spine. Right arm floats up to sky. Release both hands down and step forward, top of mat. Exhale, fold. And here you're welcome to make the sound like we do in an om, but you can just cut out the o and add the that satisfying sound and vibration through your face. Let's do it together. Big breath in. Good. Come up to standing. Inhale, reach up. And as we float the arms up, biggest, deepest breath in. Hands to heart, exhale. Chair pose. We're going to keep flowing, you guys. So bend the knees. Have the fingertips trail against the floor and then raise the arms by your ears. We'll do that 3 more times. Exhale, sink a little lower. Again, this is that expression of flow or fluidity. Inhale, the upper body lifts. And exhale, we sink. Bending the knees. Letting the breath spring from the navel all the way to the fingers. Good work, you guys. One more time. Let's come all the way up to stand. Straighten the arms, the legs. Take it back with a deep breath in. Clasp your hands at your lower back. Separate your feet just a little bit with the fingers clasped. Put a bend in the elbows and open the chest. And fold forward. So we have this humble forward fold. Head below the heart. Good. Release the hands all the way down. Halfway lift. Inhaling, long spine. Step or float back, high to low push up. If you're newer to the practice, you can always drop the knees. You can skip anything if it's not right for your body today. And once we move through that vinyasa, we move back to downward facing dog. Let's raise the right leg up to the sky. As the right leg lifts like a lever, we want to press the palms down. Bend the upper knee, roll the top hip open, and take a nice big step forward. Back heel spins down for our warrior one. Virabhadrasana. So you raise our arms over your head. Feel the exalted warrior here. So you're bending into the front knee, feeling power and strength. And you're reaching up through the sides of the body. Good, let's make those same waves with the arms. Please lean forward. Let the fingers trail to the back of the room. And once again, like we did in our chair, reach up as you sink the front thigh. One more time, exhale. Great, lean forward as well with your torso. That's it, good. And then inhale, rise up. This time we open it to warrior two. I'm going to push the arms out from the center. So you're radiating from your navel, from your core. Bring the palms towards the heart center and straighten the front leg. Big breath in. Exhale, open the arms wide. Inhale, the breath draws in. We move the hands like a magnet into the center of the heart. And expression from the center. One more time. To be like a movement meditation as we flow. Lots of beautiful repetitions. I'm going to reverse the warrior. So we keep our body moving. Big breath in. Keep the breath moving as we cartwheel both of the hands down like a waterfall. Step back into plank pose and pause. From here, we're going to spin heels to the left side. So this is a side plank. It's like a one-arm to arm balance. You're taking the right arm straight up to the sky. Take it over your head with a big breath in. And then exhale, chaturanga, which is that lowering down. You can drop the knees as you lower. Upward facing or cobra. Inhale. Downward facing dog. Exhale. Take a moment to settle. When you're ready, left leg floats up and back towards the ceiling. Bending the upper knee, rolling that top leg open. Big step forward for warrior one. Inhale, we reach up. Turning the right outer hip forward. Let's have you lunge a little deeper into the front thighs, so as low as you can. Great, and we're lifting up like you've got a friend at the ceiling and they're helping pull you up by your wrists. And then same as before, lean forward. I'd love for you to be able to go all the way over like you're gonna look at your big toe. Good, and then inhale, reach up again. Two more. open into warrior two. Expand through your arms. Good. Hands to heart center as you breathe in. Big breath in. We're drawing energy in. This is our nurturing. And then we expand. Let's do that 3 more times. Inhale to center. You can also close your eyes if you like and extend, open your arms, using your awareness through space to keep your balance. Challenge yourself. Close your eyes. So you can stay upright, going into your lunge, your big wide warrior with the arms way, way wide apart. And then back to center with the eyes closed. Notice the breath. How's the breath going? Good. Reverse your warrior. Great job, guys. Reach up. Left arm to the sky. And then exhale. Bring it all the way back down. Moving towards our plank pose. You step the left foot back. Spin your heels to the right for that one-armed plank or side plank, Vashisthasana. Top arm reaches over your head. Keep plugging the shoulder blades down the spine. Engage your core. High to low push up. You lower slowly, steadily. Upward facing dog or cobra. Inhale. Back to downward facing dog. Exhale. Great, let's drop the knees. Anahatasana. So we're going to take, similar to what we did in our warm-up, but instead of having the elbows bent, we'll keep the arms straight. Hips stacking over the knees hip distance apart. Back of spine softening towards the front of the chest. Keep breathing. Slowly come forward to release. Come all the way down onto your belly. Sphinx pose. Your elbows are underneath your shoulders. Pausing for a few moments here. Remembering our intention for our practice is to evoke more fluidity, to unstick the parts that can get sticky or stuck. Gently, slowly release. So we're going to take one of my favorite chest openers. Okay, so we're going to have a little space to the side. We're going to extend the right arm straight out to the side. It's just a simple chest opener. And you're rolling over to that right side of your body. One thing I want you to be aware of is the right hand should be in line with your shoulder. If it's way down here near your hips, you won't get the stretch. So make sure it's up in line with the shoulder. Let your right temple rest on the floor. Keep breathing deeply. And open your ears to the sounds. Opening your senses. And here we're opening through the heart and chest line. Back to center and change. Left arm extends out, turning to the opposite direction. Allow your neck to be relaxed, head resting on the floor. Any tension through the chest start to dissolve and melt. Great, let's come back to center, feeling that really nice opening. We're gonna simply push back into child's pose. This time, have the arms down beside the body, so we've gone into a beautiful opening, back into a little seed-like shape. Just thinking of how that seed, with all of its innate intelligence, starts in this dark place underneath the soil. But woven into its DNA, it knows that there's more potential. It's not without its struggles. It has to push up against the soil and the rocks, and sometimes when you're walking on the sidewalk and you see a little crack in between it, lo and behold, there's plants coming out of the crack. It's been quite a journey into that potential. So in a way, a blossom is to open from the inside. It's to be willing to let go of that shape, that shell or safe harbor, your old way of being. To soften what is dense. To open and create space for what's emerging. When you're ready, please slowly rise up from your seed. Come into a kneeling position for Padidasana. So from your seed, in a kneeling position, take your right leg over to the right side. You'll slide your right hand down, and like a little tendril, like a little plant tendril coming up out of the soil, reaching up and over to the side. Inhale all the way back up. We're going to tilt it onto its side, so similar to what we did before that side plank. Place the left hand down, right arm to the ceiling, reach and float the top arm overhead. And if you want to make it a little bit more challenging, float the right leg up. Great, excellent. One more big breath in, feeling that little bit of strength, resistance against gravity. And then we soften and dissolve back down onto the floor. And come back to center, draw that right leg in, and then let's change sides. So the left leg goes out, so it's like a little root under the soil. Get good roots, we rise up, we take that top right arm, reach it over your head. So we're opening the right side body, coming back to center. Good, tilt it all the way over. We place the right palm against the earth. Open the left side body. And then maybe floating the left leg in the air. So we're feeling a little bit of strength and balance happening. A little bit of that effort. Take one more big breath in. Great, and then we get to rest, coming back to center. And then from here, we're going to go ahead and come into a camel pose. So right back up into a kneeling position. Place your hands at your lower back. You can tuck your toes under. If you're going to reach for your heels, you can lean back, have your fingertips to your heels, but then move your hips forward and open up through the chest. Keep the back of the neck long. Draw your chin in or gaze towards the ceiling. One more big breath, full expression of the inhale here. And then hands to lower back, we come up. And then just have a moment to pause. Untuck the toes, come to a comfortable seat. Rest the hands on your lap, close down the eyes. So Sanskrit is an amazing language. It was initiated from a space of deep meditation. And in the meditation, the seers, they call them the seers, the rishis, would have these experiences of the world, of absolute delight of the experiences of the world. And to try to reflect that experience, they came up with sound. And sound is amazing because it changes the vibration of your body and how you feel. And so try this with me. Try the sound sa. I've done this with a bunch of doctors. It was really funny. This was a couple weeks ago for Westmeath Children's Hospital. And I got them to make noise with me, and I could see them kind of like looking around at their colleagues in their swivel chairs. They were a little bit nervous, but then we all broke out these really big smiles. So try it. Don't be afraid. Sa, 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 sa. Now try E. E. E is a very different sound. And then now let's try Ah. Right? So these are the different sounds of Saraswati Ma. Again, that alliteration of sound. Try this with me. Sa, Ra, Saraswati Ma. This is again the goddess of flow. Mahadevi means the great goddess. Namo means her name, my name. We are one. Right? So we'll be chanting that a little bit later, but it's a beautiful thing to try to evoke that with your own sound. Yes. So when you're ready, we'll close down the eyes and feel free to say the word Saraswati Ma. Saraswati Ma. Beautiful. And then let's place our hands back to the earth. And we are going to start to shift gears now a little bit. We've slowly woken up the body, we've taken our time, hopefully quite an enjoyable, delightful experience. Now we're going to start to bring a little bit more heat into the body. Let's take a deep breath in. Open mouth, exhale. One more full breath in. Let it out. Emptying that darkness, that heaviness, that winter solstice we've been in, the hibernation. One more big breath. Look to the top of the mat, bend the knees, and we step or float to the top. We take a halfway lift. You feel the energy, the vibration of the spine as we breathe in. And then exhale, we bow forward. Good, all the way up to stand. Inhale, reach up. Fingers alive. Hands to heart, exhale. You want your body to be an instrument, a tuned instrument, quivering with each breath, each sound. Chair pose, Utkatasana. Feeling the depth of our legs as we take the arms back. Exhale, same as we did at the very beginning. Good, 2 or 3 more on your own. And this is that seed breaking open. Let's take one more breath. Good, all the way up to stand. Separate your feet. Take your hands to your lower back. Let's feel that camel, like a standing camel, as we squeeze the elbows towards one another. Back bending breath in. Place your hands at your lower part of your buttocks and slide the hands down the backs of the thighs. So we have that sparsha. Touching, a sense of touch, contact, feeling sensation. Halfway lift, inhalation. And step or float back, high to low push-up. Upward facing dog, inhale. Downward facing, exhale. Right leg to sky, big breath in. Exhale, step forward. Back heel spins down. Inhale, raise the arms. Now from here, our movement is going to be a little bit more expansive. So bring your hands to your heart. Good. And now let's open the arms. Take a big breath in, that spontaneous breath that wants to draw in. And then exhale, let the forearms touch. Little kiss, like magnets. 2 more times. Inhale, back bending breath in. Exhale. Elbows back, chest lifts. Exhale. Good, yogis. Open to warrior two. It's our second set, so you can go a little deeper, put a little bit more energy through the legs and limbs. Reverse your warrior, inhale. Extended side angle, elbow can rest on your knee, or if you have a pair of blocks, you can slide your hand down to a block. Top arm reaches overhead. And we're going to come back up into reverse warrior. Again, we're building a little bit of heat. And extended side angle one last time. Elbow comes down. Now two more on your own. Reverse. Last time. Feeling all the feels happening in the right leg. It's pretty normal. And then let's release the hands down. Drop the back knee, raise your arms. Hands to heart, exhale. We're going to twist to the right, please. So press the palms together, hook your left elbow to the outside of the knee. And this is great for the spine. We're rinsing, rotating, twisting. Good. And again, if you want to take it a little further, always feel free to add options. You can open the arms like we did at the very beginning with our twists. Back leg lifts. We're here for 3. Reach the top arm over your head, 2. Radiate from your core. And 1. Well done, yogis. Beautiful. Walk your hands to the left. And we're going to spin the toes over to the left side of the room and just walk your hands as far away from you as you can. Good. Back to center. Let's go the opposite way. Turn to the top of the mat. Now, if you'd like to take that Vashisthasana further, we've done several variations. Grab your big toe. And from here, we swing that right leg with the big toe, or not, up to the sky. Full Vashisthasana. Good work, you guys. That's it. And then let's release the foot behind. Turn this into a little bit more of a back bend. You can keep going into wheel. And back around. Good work, yogis. High to low push-up, please. Chaturanga. Upward facing. Back to downward facing. Good work. Now if this pace gets a little too much, you can stick with one of the simpler variations we did at the beginning. Good. Left leg to the sky, please. Inhalation. Spread the fingers into the earth. Big step forward. And let's take it up a notch again. Warrior 1. Inhale. Big breath in. Hands to heart. Good. Open the chest. Big breath in. Exhale, forearms touch. Let's enjoy a bit of music, a bit of sound as we continue. Expanding and contracting. Be really organic with your movement. Keep rotating the right outer hip forward. Good. Open to warrior 2. Nice. Reverse your warrior. Inhale, left arm reaches up, that wonderful side stretch. And then extended side angle. So place your elbow on your knee. Good. Top arm reaches overhead. And then again, we reach up. One of the things I love about observing nature, reverse your warrior, is things don't grow in straight lines and right angles, right? They're fluid. Seashells that spiral and spiral. Trees and plants that are a total mess, right? Keep going. So let this be really fluid and organic. Upper body going to reverse. And then extended side angle. 2 more times. We've got Dave and Tom giving their love and energy with the music. Soak it up, drink it up. Exhale, float. The hands back down. Drop the back knee. Inhale, let's raise both of the arms up. Hands to heart. We twist, and again, we're twisting to try to dissolve the obstacles in our belly. We're trying to rinse the belly out. Rinse those digestive organs. Give them a good twist. Like you're grabbing a dish towel, wringing it out. I want you to press those palms together. Find your full expression. Arms go wide, back leg can lift. Keep breathing. Top arm reaches overhead. Last moment. Full expression. And then release. Good work, you guys. Walk the hands to the right. Is it just me feeling the legs right now? I'm totally feeling the legs. Good, guys. Let's take it over to the opposite side. Now that we're slowly starting to lift our restrictions coming out of COVID, husband and I went to the gym for the very first time. I think that might be why I'm feeling my legs right now. So we're starting to slowly warm up, getting out of our hibernation shell. Okay, now let's go to the center, please. Straddle those legs into a forward fold so the legs stay wide. Grab your ankles, pull your head right down to the floor. Now walk your hands out in front of you. Take a halfway lift, please. A little bend in the knees, but I'd like for you to keep your spine straight. Take a breath in. Keep your spine parallel to the floor, hands to hips as you breathe out. Good, now anchor the heels down, slowly begin to rise. Fabulous, you guys, so good. That was nice and slow. Let's turn the toes out. The heels are facing in, so we're like a big ballerina. Bend the knees. Okay, arms out to the sides. We have goddess pose. Let's go. Sink down, arms up. That's the way. Shoulders back. Doing good, you guys. Now raise your right heel. Yes. Sink the sitting bones down. Lower the right heel. Lift the left heel. Don't forget I can see you on the screen. Sink a little lower. Good. Lower down. Both heels up. Here we go. Up. Lift. Beautiful. Shoulders back. Big breath in. Stick your tongue out to me. Let a lion's roar out. One more. Big breath in. Heels down. Lion's breath. Good job, guys. Straighten the legs and arms. Oh my goodness. Let the fingers shimmer. Give your butt a little wiggle. And then exhale. Nicely done. Release the hands all the way down. Your body is absolutely beaming now. Super vibrant, super full of energy. Lower into chaturanga. Let's go all the way to the floor, all the way down. That should be good news. Interlace your hands at your lower back, please. Open up through the chest as we begin to peel the chest up. Lengthen the tail. Cobra in the chest. And if you want to take it further, release the hands, bend the knees. Feel the bow shape. Exhale, release all the way down. Relax your hands, give your knees a little bend and swing your heels from side to side. Catch your breath, let it smooth out. Okay, good. One more variation of bow pose. So again, we start to peel the chest up. Reach back, grab a hold of your feet. So if you can't quite grab your feet, that's okay. You can do this the same as we did before, hands beside you. If you want to go a little bit more, hold the inside of your big toes. Let's lift the chest. Experiment with kicking your legs a little higher. Try to keep those knees moving in. Big breath. Exhale, release. Turn your opposite cheek to the earth. Let your heels sway side to side. Good. Our final big back bend here. Upward facing dog. Put your hands below the ribs. Open up into your upward dog. Back to downward facing. Good. Shift forward, please, into plank. Then we have one more side plank to do. I did not forget. I mean, I did forget, but I remembered. So let's do it now. We're gonna spin the heels to the right. Grab a hold of the big toe of your left foot. And then let's swing that left foot up to the sky. That last little flourish. Grounding through the roots of the palms, lifting up through the left heel to the sky. Feel free to let go of that foot, place it on the floor. Turn this into a wheel. Pivot around on the right hand, both hands come down. Back into your plank. Go through your vinyasa, high to low push-up. Upward facing dog, inhale. This is that final little burst of energy. Back to child's pose. Little rock from side to side. Feel your heart rate. Notice the rhythm of the breath as it begins to slow down. Downward facing dog. Curl the toes, lift the knees up. So one hallmark of our yoga practice is it's meant to transform, to shift. It's like the river, they say the same man or woman can't walk into the same river twice because it's not the same river. You're not the same man or woman that you were moments before. We're constantly evolving, shifting, growing into that full potential. Good. Let's bend the knees, look forward. Take a little hopper step to the top of the mat. Halfway lift, please. Inhale, long spine. And exhale, fold. Let's come all the way up to standing. We're going to take a little balance here. So the arms rise. Root down through the feet. Feeling as tall as you felt all morning. Hands to heart, drinking in this moment. Just pausing for a moment. Now let's shift into tree pose. Okay, how are you guys feeling? You can give me a thumbs up, then good. Fantastic, hot, sweaty. Alright, so we're going to shift now a little bit, shift gears a little bit into just a few balances. We're going to start to cool things down. So let's start with tree pose. We're going to stand on that right foot. Grab a hold of your left heel and slide it up the thigh. Great. You can bring your palms together at the heart, or you might like to open the arms. Don't hang on too much to trying to be perfect here. Instead, let's go ahead and add our little sway of our upper body. Good. So it's not about getting it perfect. It's really restrictive when we try to conform in that way. And let there be wobbles and all. Let it be joyful. One more big breath in. Sparkle your fingers. Hands to heart. Point your knee forward to release. Take a moment, just pause. Feel your strength. Well done. Release the foot down. You know, it's amazing, even that can just be a miracle in itself. The fact that you've learned to stand on your own 2 feet, the fact that you can balance on one foot or try. So as you grab the opposite foot, just be really like in a beginner's mind of how amazing it is just to have the ability to fall over. Let's take 5 or 6 breaths and just have a little play with it. Good, you can take your swaying limbs. Like a big part of yoga, whether it's meditation or mantra or asana, whatever type of yoga you do, is to embrace the fullness of life, the richness of life. Good, full expression. Let your fingers sparkle up to the sky. Your hands back to heart, feeling that awe and that wonder, even if it's burning a little bit in the old thigh-roonies. And release the feet down. Oh, amazing. Okay, it might just be me, but I feel like my legs are cooked. So let's go ahead and come lying down onto our back. So super simple. Lay it down, yogis. So we are going to start to downshift a little bit, but we're going to keep that flow happening. So just give a little bit of a sway of your knees from side to side. And we are going to use the legs a tiny bit more, but in a really relaxed bridge kind of way. So let's set the feet down, please. Place the knees, the knees will be bent, placing the feet near your hips. And just reach back. If you can, tuck the shoulder blades underneath you. You tap your fingertips to your heels. Make sure the feet are set, hip distance and parallel. Now on the inhale, please float your hips up. And you'll extend your arms all the way back over your head. Let's take a breath. Sometimes stillness can feel good, quieting the mind. Slowly lower the hips back down. Lower your arms back down alongside the body as well. So some days we need to be a bit more still and quiet in our movements. Other times it feels really good to keep shifting. So I'm going to let you choose, yogi's choice. You can take what I call water wheel, where your hips rise, at the same time the arms lift. And then exhale, lower the hips and the arms back down beside the body. And you can do that 5 or 6 times. You may get to a point of stillness where you want to lift and hold. Let's just take 5 or 6 breaths in your expression. And whether you're in stillness or the arms are flowing, tune into the breath. When you're ready, bring the soles of the feet together, knees open wide. One hand to belly, one hand to heart. I'd like to share a beautiful poem. It's part of the Radiance Sutras from Vinyasa Sutra 26. Translates as, enter these turning points where the rhythms of life transform into each other. Breath flows in, filling. In this moment, drink eternity. Breath flows out, emptying, offering itself to infinity. Cherishing these moments, mind dissolves into the heart dissolves into space. Body becomes a vibrating field, pulsating between fullness and emptiness. Let's bring the knees back into center. We'll take figure 4. So the right ankle is going to hook to the outside of the left knee. The right knee is bent. It's hooked on the outside of the left knee, and then you can bring your left knee closer to you. You can wrap your fingers around the front of the knee or behind the thigh and pull, bringing the thigh to you as you keep the back of the neck really long. Soaking in each cherished breath. Release the thigh stretch. Keep the right leg crossed over and drop the knees to the left side for a twist. And feeling the breath flowing like a stream from the crown of the head, all the way down the spine, allowing it to rinse and splash, remove the debris, the obstacles. Come back to that swada, the flow. Inhale the legs back to center. Let's change the legs. Left knee is bending. We're crossing the leg, the left ankle to the outside of the right knee. Reach the hand in between the gap of the legs so you can clasp the fingers, gently pulling a little deeper. Continue to focus the mind on not only the sensations and sounds, but also the breath, the sound of the Ujjayi breath in the back of the throat. Relax our grip. Drop the knees over to the right, and I'm going to continue to invite you to cross that left leg over the top. Hold the knees a little higher up, almost to touch your right elbow. Relax into a spinal twist. Gazing wherever feels most comfortable for your neck, potentially letting your eyes drop to the left. And softening any areas that feel hard. That is blossoming, is to soften areas of resistance. And let's inhale back to center. Give the knees a big squeeze. Wrap your arms around your shins so we're kind of back in that seed like we were initially in. You can give a little rock. And then you can grab the backs of your thighs, rock up and down along the spine, maybe a couple of times, a little bit of a massage, all the way to your shoulder blades. You're in your seed, and then back up to the sitting bones. Good, one more time. All the way back to the shoulder blades. So it's like a little mini plow. And then up to your sitting bones. Good, now let's come to a comfortable seat. Settle your sitting bones. Have your legs crossed comfortably. And we'll take a couple of movements from here. So let's start with another side stretch. We're walking our hands over to the right side. We're reaching that top arm up over your head. Inhale back to center. And now the same left arm, just go ahead and turn that hand, place it to the outside of the right knee to a twist over towards your right. Press both sitting bones down evenly, puff up the chest, and rotate, rinsing that spine a little deeper. Good, inhale back to center. Good, we better even you out, so let's change the opposition in the front. Good, and then please walk the left fingers over to the left side. Top arm reaches over your head. Inhale back to center. Let's add a little bit of a twist. Right hand to left knee. Sitting up nice and tall. Rotate over your left shoulder, keeping the length through the spinal column, up through the tree trunk, into the branches of the crown of the head. Back to center. Good. Now from here, we're going to walk the hands forward. So keep it very simple. Once you come back to center, walk the fingers into a forward fold. Take a little sway from side to side. Can you crawl the fingers a little further forward, like we're awakening the lower back to soften deeper into the fold. Draw back up. Walk your hands up and let's change sides. But first we'll take the opposite shin in front one last time, one final thread. Good. And then give a little walk from side to side. We've done lots of beautiful movement in our practice. So now we're starting to unwind. We want to lengthen out, especially through the hips, lower back. And cherishing these beautiful moments, letting the mind dissolve into the heart dissolving into space, and body becoming this beautiful vibrating field of sound, breath, of mantra, of music. Let's walk our hands back up. Extend your legs straight out in front of you, please. Let's reach the arms up overhead. Deep breath in. Grow those fingers, give them a little sparkle. It's like we've made it out of the soil. And then exhale, fold forward. We've made it to the other side of our winter solstice. We're moving towards the light. place of going inwards, nurturing. And honoring our fertile ground. Sometimes we have to go through the shake shot to get to our full potential. Slowly rise up. So the next pose is wild.about.plants. It's an east-facing pose. We're going to place the hands behind. Squeeze the shoulder blades. Now, you can do it with the legs straight. I prefer knees bent. It's a little bit more gentle. We're going to push through the feet, whether the knees are bent or legs straight, and open up through the chest. Exhale, lower back down. We'll do that one more time. You might like to take your lion's breath, that big roar where you stick your tongue out to your chin. So let's try it one last time. Push through the feet. Great. Clear it. Open the throat. Big breath in. Lion's breath. Lower back down. Good. Now let's lie onto our backs. Hug the knees in. Give one last little sway side to side. Happy baby pose. Lift the soles of your feet up. Grab a hold of the feet as you give a little rock from side to side. Massage the lower back each time you rock from side to side. Straighten one leg out. And then the other one. Both feet. Smile for our group photo. Just kidding. And then gently, slowly bring the knees back into the chest. Good. If you'd like one last little twist, you can drop your knees over to the right. Let it be really organic, like you're just stretching first thing in the morning. Over to the opposite side. And this beautiful celebration of our practice. All the things that you came here to do, to shift, to transform, to breathe, to listen. All those wonderful reasons. And I thank you for being here today. And for your willingness to go with the flow. Any last poses you feel you need to do? I'll give you about another minute. Enjoying the soundscape. We like to extend the legs up. Legs up the wall is quite nice. Have a headstand or any final finishing pose just before Shavasana. Feel free to take that now. Settling in when you're ready to our final Shavasana. Extending the legs, relaxing the arms. Allowing yourself to completely soak in. This is where the real benefits of our practice come into play. So you have an eye pillow or a piece of cloth you can slide over your eyes. Take a moment to close those eyes. Get a blanket, get anything you need to feel really comfortable. reversed, beautiful ground. You dissolve right back into the beauty of becoming. Slowly begin to deepen your breath once again. You can begin to wiggle your fingers, tendrils of your toes, and start to re-emerge from your beautiful slumber. Extend the arms over your head, taking a deep breath from your fingertips to your toes. And we'll roll to the side and come to a comfortable seat when you're ready. Let's bring the palms of the hands together in front of the heart. Taking another couple of moments just to feel how your body feels. Notice how your senses are perhaps more alive. You may even notice when you finish your practice and you walk outside, colors seem a little bit more vibrant, more HD, more joyful. Take 3 chants of the sound of Om together to close our practice. Please feel free to join. Let's take a deep breath in. Again, deep full breath. Mind dissolving into the heart into space. Final breath. Deep bow to each of you. Thank you so much for joining us today. For your contribution of energy, your time, and also the contribution to our 2 absolutely beautiful charities. The Yoga Impact charity, helping refugees, Aboriginals, healthcare workers, and Sound Life with children's hospitals, bringing lots of music and yoga to those that will help uplift. So well done to each of you guys. Thank you so much. And I'm really excited to say we've raised $500, which is amazing. So thank you. And I look forward forward to sharing that with our 2 beautiful charities. You guys are amazing. And also thank you to our incredible musicians, Dave Calandra on our beautiful guitar and sitar. Absolutely amazing, Dave. Thank you. Thank you for always being so peaceful and calm. He's a little Buddha. And Tom Azoury, the consummate professional, keeping us all together with his amazing piano, incredible sounds. So thank you, Tom. Okay. Thank you for all of our beautiful support behind the scenes. Alicia, our wild.about.plants, she's helping us with our media, as well as Erin, who's doing the production. So thank you. Big namaste to all of you. I love you. Have a beautiful day and happy winter solstice and International Yoga Day. Bye guys.